Hello, gorgeous soul. Welcome in. Hope you are doing wonderfully today. Let us check in with Spirit here and see what messages Spirit may have for you. Just a reminder that these are general and timeless readings, so when this reading finds you, there should be something here for you. So, stolen in her sleep, unaware, unconscious, and unawakened. Something is sabotaging your mind, and it might be things that you are watching, because I see all these eyes here, like, so maybe stuff on social media or regular media, television, newspaper, whatever, is kind of like taking your energy from you, and you're not really aware of how much energy that is pulling from you. So maybe really keep an eye on what you have in your, what you are watching and what you are spending your time with. All right, and your underlying energy is Dragon's Pet, communication between species, animals, pets, magical companions, and guardianship. So you may have a very special pet, or maybe you spend a lot of time in nature and kind of feel like you get communication either from, the higher realms, or that you can kind of communicate. Like if you take a lot of pictures and animals will stop for you so that you can get their picture. You kind of have this kinship with the natural world. All right, let's get your energy grid going here. Also, the thing I'm seeing about stolen in her sleep is maybe you need a little bit more rest. Maybe you're too busy being pulled in a bunch of different directions, so you might need to take a little bit more rest for yourself. All right. Sorry if you can hear that background noise. Just have to ignore it, I guess, right now. All right. So your underlying energy is this Knight of Swords. And along with this Eight of Cups, I feel like you're really trying to get away from an energy here. You're leaving something behind and you're headed towards some place that you'd much rather be. So you're like getting out of Dodge. It's kind of what I'm feeling. There might be something that you just have had enough of. Maybe whatever's causing you to be like completely exhausted here. In the center of your energy grid, you have the moon. And there's like a dark wolf and a white wolf here. And this is kind of like the dual energies, kind of also depicted in the Chariot here with the black and white horses. Where, there's like the light and the darkness. And I feel like this is just saying there's something not only hidden, but something that needs to be integrated. Because there's nothing inherently, like they keep saying, like dark is bad or whatever. No. It's just something that you're really not looking at. That could be like something that could end up being super positive for you if you integrated it. Like, it's just a polarity. And I feel that once you integrate those energies, you're like freeing this part of yourself into, just joy and magic. Like, it's just this higher part of you is just coming out, and it's giving me kind of like star energy here. Also surrounding this moon, you have the Six of Cups. So there may be something, you know, maybe some inner child, or this is just kind of like the progression of your life here. You know, starting out really young and growing old together with, and since you had that like dragon's pet, maybe you have like a aging pet that you really need to keep an eye on right now. But otherwise, your pets, you're very connected to animals for sure. And they bring you joy and you bring them joy. And I'm not entirely sure how this is tying into this integration energy yet here. Something. Because you also have this strength with the lamb. And normally the strength card has to do with like a person opening the lion's mouth. But as you see, like she's part lion. And it's that integration that helps bring out like your lamb side. I am feeling a lot of integration here. Maybe you've spent a lot of time going within and using your intuition to fully integrate parts of you that you've previously couldn't even identify because they were just so hidden deep within you. And this is really getting you to move forward pretty fast here. You have chosen a path, and you got on your high horse and you're like, we are galloping out of here, you know, at hyper speed. And with this Knight of Pentacles, I think you're taking, it kind of looks like he's just taking like this one pentacle on his back and kind of leaving a lot of things behind. And that is kind of the same thing with this Eight of Cups here. You're leaving some things behind, and they might not even be the things that you want to leave behind. But you know that you can completely grow new pentacles with your new team. Like maybe you're switching to a new workplace, or maybe you're starting a business and you're going to have your own crew that is helping you with that business. Because you're definitely a master of something. And you're collaborating with somebody else to help, like rebuild your wealth here. All right, let's see your guidance from Spirit. So we have the Four of Pentacles. And this is kind of really holding on tight to your purse strings here. So maybe you're going to have to really keep an eye on things for a while. But do keep in mind that you have to flow some money out so that it can circulate back to you. But just be conscious of what you don't leave all your money behind, kind of. And then we have the Lovers. So there may be a new love coming into your life, but what the Lovers is typically about is a significant choice point. So since you're doing this, leaving things behind and really heading forward in a new direction, I feel like you've already made that choice because you went within and you used your intuition to really make sure that you are on the right path here. And then we have this Eight of Swords. This person is all bound up here. But she could easily take, you know, she could just lift her hands up and get rid of that blindfold there. And I think that's what, when you looked within of, you know, some like dark side and light side of yourself, and you integrated that, it helped you to, you know, you saw yourself as being all bound up here, but you're not. And I think that just came to your mind that these are the parts of you that need to be loved. That's kind of what I'm getting. These parts that you didn't really appreciate are the parts of you that need to be loved, and that can be brought out into the open and used as a gift. They're like a hidden gift that you have been seeking and have found. So, all right, let's grab your final message. All right, so we have Oroki, boundaries. So make sure you have solid boundaries at this time. I'm kind of getting that from, you know, how everybody is pulling your energy from you. You need to like set an energetic boundary on yourself, or boundaries of like maybe time online or what you consume, so that you are fully awake and aware as you're moving in this new direction. And then we have the Blue Lady. Nothing is impossible. So there is some endless and beautiful possibilities for you on this new path. That is what I'm getting from that. So there we go. Those are your messages. I hope that helped. If it did, please do give us a like. Thank you so much for being here. May you be blessed and stay sovereign.